Won't blaze up.
Simone, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wah, 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Hey y'all, get up in here. I'm sorry I was late. It wasn't my turn. It wasn't my fault this time. Somebody was told to stay in the yard. And then I go outside to get him right before it's time to go on. And guess where somebody was? Down the street. Girl, I'm running outside in the yard, all the backyard. He want to go down the street. I'm hollering, Saint. Can't find him. Some say go out the gate. Saint down the street. It's not my fault this time. That's all I'm gonna see. It's not my fault. Somebody think they're grown. And I'm not doing it this morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. What's today? Wednesday. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Y'all get up in here. Girl, down. Yes, man, 220. Down the street. All the way at the corner. Not for somebody to snatch him up. Girl, just get on my nerves. Yay. I'm talking about you. Because ain't nobody told you to go down that street. Come on, say hey to the people. Come on, because they ain't seen you in a while. Get up here. Look them in the eye. Hold your face up. Look at them. Hold on. Let them see you. Let them see you. Look them in the eye. Look at them. Let me see that ID again. Let me see that ID again. Okay? Look them in the eye. You see their eyes? Look. Look them in the eyes and tell them what you did. Hold your face up. Girl, get down. You know what I'm saying? Girl, just get on my nerves. Don't look at me like that, boy. Go ahead. Anyway, girl, yeah. So that's why I was late. I had to run up the street to go get y'all nephew. He do too much. Come babysit him at this point. Girl. As Johnson talking about poor Saint. Poor me. I had to run up the street, girl. I'm hollering, Saint. Voice echoing all through the neighborhood, girl. All the other dogs coming to the gate like, who she called? Saint. You know what I'm saying, girl? All the other dogs barking like, what? Girl, it was just a lot. It was a lot. I'm tired of running up the street behind Saint. Saint think he grown. And he's not. He is still a child. You're still a child. Anyways, this is not about Saint. Because Saint do the moves. Anyway, good morning. Happy Wednesday. We got a little show today. We have a little show today, okay? We have to discuss Boosie still over there apologizing to the family and trying to get in touch with the family. And he's even saying that he wants to just move Boosie Badazz out of Baton Rouge because they're just trying to attack him. Now, I will say this. The AG, the Attorney General, said that she was going to take legal action. But I'm like, Boosie act like they about to put him in jail or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll get to it. Loren Larosa, the girl from the Breakfast Club, got her own podcast, baby. And then I saw some people in there talking about, oh, this is good for Jess. But my thing is, how is this good for Jess? Because it sounds like she's still going to be in the Breakfast Club, too. We're going to go there. Kimani, is that how you say her name? Latigue, a young lady was found unalive, went missing, and her father, which we found out is not her biological father, he was arrested for her disappearance / unalivement. Dagger Ray, Raven-Symoné, says she never identifies with the feminine her. She don't even know who that is. Her and her clear wife sat down to talk about how she's a new person, and I've been told y'all that. we'll get into it. Diddy's Lil Rod case. So Lil Rod, y'all remember the dude? I ain't gonna lie. This is not funny. But y'all remember the dude Lil Rod had came up and said that he was at the parties with Diddy and the girl tried to corner him in the bathroom and make him, you know, sloppy toppy. And then he also was talking about how they was putting their fingers in his boot and all that stuff. And I was like, what? They did what? I'm not laughing at it. But anyway, he is a lot of his lawsuit, I think most of his lawsuit got dropped. And I'm telling you, part of that is all of those people came out frivolously against Diddy. I'm telling you, we're gonna get into it. And then I want to also touch on Basketball Wives. They got a new cast. A new cast had premiered, and we're gonna get into that. And then Sayso P, the guy Rainwater, you know, shout out to my to the doll who sent me that other take on this whole Yella Beezy / Mo3 thing, because I watched that one and got another perspective of it, because the first perspective I got was that Mo3 was just a dog, you know what I'm saying? Stepper, big stepper. Everybody who know what the stepper mean now, they say Mo3 was a stepper, and he was. But the other perspective I got from this person, I watched it this morning, basically was a perspective of basically Yella Beezy being down bad. And I think they both have fault in here. And it's crazy because Rainwater was in the middle of that. And it turns out Rainwater, for some odd reason, has insight on this Sayso P and what's the other boy name? I don't know the other child name or whatever. And it's like, why is Rainwater in the middle of all this stuff? It's giving fed tease. We're going to get into it. But before, I need you guys to get in here, like the video. Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel if you new. And listen, let me also say this. Every time I say I'm not gonna read none of the reality, at first it was just the baddies. I was like, I'm not reading none of the comments. I decided to go shift around some of the baddies. I mean, the Love and Hip Hop comments, girl, and they mad at me because I don't like Pinky Doll. I don't like her. She has zero talent. All she do is yes, 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 yes. Ice cream, ice cream. Yes, 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 yes. And I don't even understand her accent. It's giving French, Canadian, with a splash of Black American. I don't know what's going on. She don't have no talent. She can't sing. She can't dance. She can't act. She can't rap. She working with Timberland. I don't like her. And people mad at me because look at one girl say, you don't like her, but you like Summer. Oh, this be the other part too. You don't like her, but you like Summer, but I guess for lack of a better term, sound about right. Like as if to say, cause Summer dirty, I'm dirty. I guess I'm dirty, y'all. Ooh, I'm not gonna sleep at night. Ooh, I'm dirty. I'm a dirty. Oh, I'm dirty. Sure, I can be dirty with some of them. Fine. Girl, what you want me to do with that information? Like, fine, I'm dirty. I'm stanky, funky, and dirty. I'm just saying, it's not, like I told the girl, it's not this deep, girl. You don't know these people. Then she said, well, you don't know them neither. Yes, she was like, you talk about them because I get paid to. Duh, hello, is this thing on? I talk about them because I get paid to do it. Why are you on here battling and tongue wrestling with me? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But even though she was like, I have a love-hate relationship with the channel, a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with the dollhouse. I don't know why. They hate me, but they don't want to go nowhere, and I'm here for it. Shout out to the love-hate people, even the ones over here. So we got to get into the show. Now, before we get into the main topics, let's start with some of these smaller topics. Let's go get, girl, this new Basketball Wives cast. So I'm tired of Basketball Wives. Let's start there first. Everybody knows that, who knows me. I'm tired of them. They are annoying. However, this new cast tease that I had seen, I feel like it might be a bit interesting. Let's get it up here. Y'all get the likes up on the video. So I used to do Basketball Wives commentary a lot. And then it got lame. It kind of got lame. I kept trying to hold on to it, but it just wasn't, given. But either way, now there's season 12 of the Basketball Wives. And I have a few questions. First and foremost, well, let's go down the line of who all on here. Hold on, I didn't even pull up my what you call them. I want to go down the line of who all is on here because I think that's uber important. First and foremost, Nostrils O'Neal. Now, this is a serious question here. What is going on? Why is she here, Ike? Why is she here? I thought Nostrils O'Neal was supposed to be in the background, singing in the background. I didn't know she was going to become back another part of the cast. Why? Another one, Lozaya. Why is Evelyn Lozaya still here? And then furthermore, why do they continue to put her above Jackie? Jackie is the face of Basketball Wives LA. Period. Don't get me wrong. When you think of Basketball Wives, you do think of Jennifer. You do think of Evelyn. You do think of Tammy. It's a bunch of the girls. You know what I'm saying? But for them to keep, first of all, bring her from a failing franchise in Miami to bring her to LA and put her in front of Jackie just tells me, number one, there's favoritism because she's Nostrils O'Neal #1 fan. And then number two, it gives, is there an issue with the brown skin girl being the face? Like, I don't. Anyway, so of course Jackie is coming back because there is no Basketball Wife or Wives without her. Then we have Jennifer, girl. Jennifer, you're aging fat. That nigga must be stressing you out, girl. Jennifer. She cute though, but she aging. I see the bags. Then we got Brandy Maxill. I'm so tired of her. Still over there playing with Jason. Drove, disgusted and busted, acting like she's trying to have another baby. They don't even live together. He live in a whole nother state, girl. Every year you come back here on the FaceTime with him. Girl, never with them together, always on the FaceTime. I feel like the Grand Dame told Gizzard, girl, he lives in the phone. He lives in the phone. And Jennifer, ain't your man indicted or not indicted, but ain't he facing a RICO? Ooh, maybe hopefully we play that. And then Brittany Renner, she done turned into a ex-whore. Now she's a Muslim, allegedly. And I'm not buying it. Sorry, I'm not buying it. I am not buying it, but we're gonna have Brittany Renner on here, I guess. Now, this is where the cast gets shaken up. Ty from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. First and foremost, I get it. Ty, WNBA player, boom, 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 boom. I get that. But I don't like Femme Ty. I like soft stud Ty. I don't like Ty with the makeup and the 2 spiral curls coming out the braids. I don't like that Ty. I want Ty in the tall white tees, the basketball shorts. You feel what I'm saying? Short dagger cut. That's the Ty I don't want confusion of Ty. I don't like this Ty, okay? And this is the thing, because first of all, it looks out of character, number one. And then number two, no. Don't make her up to be no girl. Don't make me over. We don't want to hear it. Put Ty in the dagger tees. That's the only Ty we like. That's the only Ty we want to see. We don't like this Ty. Y'all put a bra on her. The old Ty don't wear no bras. She let him hang out. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like this Ty. I don't like the floral on the collars. I don't like none of this. But we're going to see what Ty talking about. I love that they're incorporating WNBA in there as well. Now, who is this girl Ming? Because a lot of people's like, okay, Ming, go ahead, Ming. Who this is? What Ming this is? Ming Lee? Kimora daughter? No, that ain't that Ming. What Ming this is? But whoever this Ming is, a lot of people glad to see her. But this is where it gets juicy, girl. Y'all remember Jackie's daughter, who they said that hated Jackie. Remember, Jennifer tried to use her daughter to basically be like, oh, your daughter hates you. You used to feed everybody. That's Nikki's sister. Oh, she look a mess. Anyway, remember that was like, Jackie, your daughter can't stand you. Chantel, that's her name. Your daughter can't stand you. You used to feed everybody and you wouldn't feed her because you said she was fat and black. Remember that? Girl, she on the show. Now, I hope that, not Jennifer, Evelyn. I hope that Evelyn doesn't try to rehash that situation because that was a lot. Remember, Jackie wanted to take Evelyn's head off her shoulders as she should. They say that's not Nicki Minaj's sister. I don't know what mean that is. I don't know. But hopefully Evelyn don't try to rehash that because, you know, Jackie is crazy. Jackie been crazy. Okay. But ultimately, Jackie daughter Chantel is on here. I think that's going to shake up the little cast now. I think that's going to shake up the cast. Sharonique Huggins, welcome on in, girl. Get the lights up. All right. And then we got Denise. Now, I don't know who Denise is. I don't know who that is. But the two surprising people that got me was Chantel, Ty, and whoever the mean girl is, because they say that's not Nikki's sister. I don't know who this girl is. She have a lot of work done in her face. But I'm waiting to see Ty. Is Ty gonna get her a new old lady on here? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But this is the cast, y'all. This is the cast. Nostrils O'Neal, Evelyn, Jackie, Jennifer, Brandy, who the girl is, Brittany Renner. Then we got Ty, Ming, and then we got Chantel and whoever the girl Denise is. I don't know who that is. Maybe y'all know in the comments. Drop down in the comments and let me know who that is. But what do y'all think? I'll tell you this. I will watch the first episode and see how it goes, okay? I'll see how it goes. But I hate that Nostrils O'Neal is back. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate everything about the idea that Nostrils O'Neal is back. Ew. Bree, thank you for the super chat. Good morning. Did you see Jocelyn's 20 versus 1 for Ho Berea? For her Ho Berea? No, but you know, honestly, I don't follow a lot of Jocelyn content. I don't know why. I just never really got into it. Ming does hair and used to date Rick Ross. Gotcha. Okay, hairstylist from Atlanta. Say less. Mm-hmm. Oh, you right, Wave. Thank you, Bree, for the super chat. Wave is right. Takari, that's the black one that was the one that was black and fat. Chantel, the one she liked. You right. That ain't even her. But yeah, it's Takari. That's the dark-skinned one who she wouldn't let eat and all of that. Yeah. You right. That's not Chantel. Chantel is the one she had by Doug. You know, allegedly. Legend has it. They said, I didn't say it. They said that Jackie only liked the churn she had by Doug. She don't like the churn she ain't have by Doug. Like the oldest one. You know how I be though. You know how I be. The niggas, the women treat the churn the way they feel about the daddy, just like the niggas treat the churn the same way they feel about the mamas. Girl, yeah, Sharice had that girl running on a treadmill. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they don't rehash that, but we'll see. I'm gonna watch the first episode. Thank you, Wave. Thank you for clearing that up, because you're right. It wasn't her. It was the oldest one, the real dark one. Said they had that girl running on a treadmill while everybody was eating ice cream and popcorn. Let's move on. So now I want to get into this really quickly, the Sayso P situation. So Rainwater, remember I told y'all, I had played y'all the video yesterday of the guy Rainwater. Let me show y'all who Rainwater is, just so y'all know. So Rainwater was Mo3's manager. He's all caught up in the whole Mo3 Yella Beezy beef. Not only that, he apparently knows a lot about the Sayso P situation. That's a clear boy from Memphis, I guess, playing nigga and end up getting popped. Rainwater apparently knows who this boy is. Now, in this video, Rainwater is going to say that basically, Sayso P, they ran down on him But when they had seen he was with what's the other boy name? Hold on. When they seen he was with Sauce Walker, they decided not to pop him. Like they stood over him and was like, "Oh, my bad, Sauce. We don't want you. We only want Sayso P." Let's get into it. Hold on.
I think they said. I think that white. I mean, that white boy. Yeah, he from there though. He had some other shit going on.
Oh, he from there?
Yeah, he from there. So
now it's making sense because I thought the nigga. I'm like, is this nigga from Texas?
Nah, I heard they stood over Walk and realized it was Walk and said, "Nah, you good." He knew what he did and ran out.
So, Rainwater, he's basically alleging that when they ran down on the boy Sayso P, that they ran down on him, basically saying like, "Oh, because Sauce Walker was with him," basically saying that they thought it was Sauce Walker. And was like, "Oh no, not you, my bad, bro. We only wanted him." Where new footage has just been released. I can't show you the footage. This the boy Rainwater. He's the manager. That's him right there. I can't show you the footage on YouTube, but I did repost it on my Twitter. But ultimately, the footage shows that that's not true. They actually did not run down on both of them and then stood over Sauce Walker and be like, "Oh my bad, we didn't want you." Da 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 da. This Rainwater dude is giving me fed teas. And we talked about black passing tethers, but we also have to talk about some of our own. I believe Rainwater is one of us. I don't know it to be fact, but you know, the jury's still out on that. But even if he is, we have to keep in mind, we can't be one track minded with the enemy. Some of the enemy is going to be us too. Now, I'm not saying that he's an enemy because of the whole Yella Beezy beef. I'm just saying like in the way in which he's moving. Okay. This Rainwater dude, he giving me whack 100 tees. He giving me fed tees. He's giving me Adam 22 tees. He's giving me, you know, he's just giving me those type of vibes. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know this to be a fact, but the fact that he's saying one thing and then they coming out with footage showing something completely different, it's just giving, I don't really know what's going on. Also, I have been following, I don't know if you guys know this, but the loose cannon and Big U situation, and somebody to the young lady who sent that to me in my email too, it made sense. So you got Big U and them going down for Rico and they Crips, and then you also have Yella Beezy going down for Rico and all of that stuff, and for the unalive of Mo 3, and he a Crip too. It's giving they're attacking this rolling 60s Crip thing. Now, why is this important? Hold on. Originally, my mind is, okay, they cracking down on the gangs. Fine, get them up off the streets. And a part of me still feels that way. But shout out to the brother Rod Hayes. I was listening to Rod Hayes this morning. I love listening to Rod Hayes. I could listen to him talk forever. But I was listening to Rod Hayes this morning, and Rod Hayes was talking about Tukey Williams and all these people, and how basically, in reference to chiefs of tribes, hear me out. I know it sounds crazy. But he was talking about chiefs of tribes and stuff like that. And basically what he was saying was, he was like, these gangs that they have are basically like tribes. And if done correctly and if aligned correctly, these people will, and I may be saying it wrong, but basically, for lack of a better term, these gangs can be used against the enemy if done correctly. Or something like that. Let me let him say it. Now, I don't know if this is a timestamp or not. Let me see. And shout out to Platinum and Gold TV. Oh, yeah, I think it's right here.
You know, somewhere else. Different people have premonitions of when they supposed to make their own personal tribal move and to set up again. The infiltrators has blocked us from the ancient wisdom that how to move and what to read in nature that tells us when to move. For some, they have a vision, a dream, a solar flare, and when it happens, they know it's their time to make a certain move. Because they've been communicated with spiritually that this is going to be his sign to do whatever it is that's the whole message is written in his DNA. Some people took other people's purpose and wrote it in books and told
Hold on, because I want to make sure I'm at the right timestamp, because I've been listening to this. It's so crazy that I got the email, heard the other side, then the video of Rod Hayes pulled up right after that. And shout out to the chief.
Stay connected with the parts of the family from a distance. We always can overcome the obstacles.
Hold on.
Oh, So what we're looking at is the rollout of chiefs on the land unraveling the mystery of the slave narrative and what was told to us versus what the land tells us. What we read from the culture. Got a certain way that we talk to each other that no matter what language we use, we can still drop codes that you can't never figure out because you ain't one of us. So we figure it out and we all start pooling resources until we get to the one that can put the puzzle together. Sooner or later it has to happen. It's a law of nature. When Tuki and Raymond went, they were still teenagers, man. You don't know what the teenage terror years is? How your homeboys gonna know you a rider if you won't ride? Battle tested and you ain't never had a battle. You ain't never had a battle. So we put ourselves, but what happened is the infiltration from government agents, PI informant programs, and Infoco Intel Pro brought the gunplay in. And they made it where, because he got no problem fighting. We'll fight till the sun go down and come back up again and go down again. They can't fight that long. They can't even last 3 minutes. The whole lungs be coming out his nose. We don't care, even if we get tired. Run up on one of us. You know you ran up on one of us because we'll box you all day long. Judo you, whatever you want to do. So you will see a lot of Crips in weird areas taking care of some handicapped kid, keeping the bullies off of them. That was an assignment. But those are what we call high vibrational Crips. They can follow the structure. He's also the crooked man, the walking lightning, the shocker. But then you find out that they telling us in Hollywood they can't kill Tuki. What they could do was Mr. Freeze put him on ice. And that's what the ice cube was with the lethal injection on the death certificate.
So he goes on to talk about how basically and again, this is opposite of the big U and all that stuff situation. He goes to talk about the Crip Walk and how it used to basically summons lightning and other dances, summon different areas or some different elements in the universe. I think it's another vibration that you have to be on, and I'm explaining it wrong because I'm still learning. But basically, he started talking about the original gangs. Did you guys know that the Black Panthers got their name from the Mississippian Washita, who were the original Panthers? Like, I'm just learning so much. I'm digging into it. I'm digging into it. Again, like he said, I think the biggest part I got was it's infiltrated by COINTELPRO with the violence, with the all the other stuff. We'll dig to it. We'll dig into it one day. But I just thought that hearing all these rolling 60s and all this stuff, these Crips getting pulled down, and then I'm hearing Rod Hayes right after that speak about the origin and the reason for the original gangs, not what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? But the origin for the original gangs and all that stuff, it just all aligned. But neither here nor there. We got to get more into the Mississippians over on our Educational Friday, because the Mississippians, the Washita Panthers, those were the original Panthers where the Black Panthers got their name from. And I learned that from Rod Hayes just now too. And then it went to look it up and it was like, oh snap, that's true. We're going to get into it. But other than that, the Rainwater dude is very suspect. The Crips is getting taken down from every angle. So Texas Crips, California Crips. I did hear Big U was over there making people check in, which I always thought was stupid, but they have stupid people that are going to come into these situations and really make them worse than what they should be. I've heard from the very beginning, Tuki, Williams, and what's the other guy? They were not starting these so-called gangs as what they are now. They weren't intended originally for that, but I never really looked into it because I don't know much about gang culture. But neither here nor there. I just want to bring that up. The Sayso P dude, he's gone. Sauce Walker celebrating. Rainwater putting out a whole bunch of BS. I don't know what's going on. All I know is Crips is falling from everywhere. Yeah, Raymond something. It was Tukey Williams and Raymond. I forget his name. But yeah, those were the original gang leaders. And remember, when you hear gang, let's listen to this too. When they started coming in through the Northeast, these people, the Dutch and all these other people that were coming in, they would call any of us hanging together a gang. They demonized the gang word, right? But they made militias legal. We don't ever call ourselves militias, but we will always call Raymond Washington. Thank you, Gigi. We will never call ourselves militias. We will call ourselves gang members or gangs. Okay. And that's why they demonize. And don't get me wrong, a lot of the gangs are horrible. I don't even know one that's good, to be completely honest. But I think when you look at what its original intent was, and then look at what it is today, you can understand the COINTELPRO thing and all of that stuff. Raymond Washington, that's his name. Raymond Washington. Thank you so much. That's the name. Thank you, CJ the Cat. But I don't want to spend too much time on that. I need to move on. It's just a lot going on. Now I want to get into, let's get the serious stuff out of the way. Well, yeah, let's get the serious stuff. The girl, Keimini Latigue. So apparently this young lady was unalived, or went missing. Let's go there. Went missing. So this young lady goes missing. Nobody can find her. The daddy's all on the news talking about, oh my God, we need to find my child. Whoop de whoop de whoop. And then it turns out he's in on it. And they had to go and arrest him. And then from what I'm hearing, he is not her biological father, allegedly. Allegedly. So y'all get the likes up on the video. It's a lot of stuff happening right now that's so weird. And I don't know what is going on, okay? Now, just to read a little bit, it says, neighbor, this is so sad. 13-year-old Keimani Latigue's story is a tragic one. Her body was found in an abandoned home in Toledo, Ohio, sparking a manhunt for Darnell Jones, also known as Darnell Ogletree, her alleged father. Jones had previously told police he visited Kimani the last day she was seen, staying with her for about an hour after she expressed fear of a home invasion. That was the last time anyone saw Kimani alive. Investigators noticed inconsistencies in Jones' statements, which led to a warrant for his arrest. After Kimani's body was found, he was named the prime suspect in her murder. Authorities say she had been brutally assaulted, her throat partially severed, and her hands were covered, marking it as one of the most disturbing cases they've encountered. Jones fled to Columbus, about 2.5 hours south, where he was located by a SWAT team and shot during the arrest. He is currently in stable condition. Previously, Kimani's grandmother claimed that Jones wasn't her biological father, an assertion her mother later denied, insisting Jones was her real dad. This is also tragic. OMG. What in the world could have happened? So let's get into the original press conference of what happened when she first went missing. Y'all get the likes up on the video. This is crazy.
In the front room, her pajamas were in the dining room and the floor.
A Toledo family is asking for help to help find a 13-year-old who's been missing now for more than 2 days. Her name is Kimani Latigue, and Alexis Means spoke with her family members today. Alexis, what are they telling you?
Well, Sasha, the Toledo Police Department, they went out and they talked to the grandmother today. The grandmother says the teen has never run away. She did not show up for school on Monday, and when you call her cell phone, it goes straight to voicemail.
I just want her to come home safely. I mean, she's not in trouble. She hasn't been in trouble.
This is a picture of Spring Elementary student Kimani Latigue. The teen has not been seen since Sunday evening after 10 p.m. Her grandmother says she came home from work and the door was unlocked.
It was Monday morning.
Okay.
And when I came home, she glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front room. Her pajamas were in the dining room and the floor.
A Toledo family is asking for help to help find a...
Wasn't here. Of course, she was supposed to have been on her way to school, but according to the way that the house was set up, once I got here, because it was in complete disarray. She wasn't here. So I called the school so that I can talk to her, and they said that she wasn't there.
She says Kimani's keys were at the house along with her glasses. Her grandmother says the 13-year-old can't see without them. She also told me the stove was on and you could smell gas.
Other than her and I, it's just the two dogs in the house. So who cut it on? So that was kind of suspicious. Then her glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front room. Her pajamas were in the dining room and the floor.
Her family
going somewhere. Can she go? She's a latchkey kid, so she has her own keys for the home. She has a phone just in case anything happens. She can contact somebody. She's very responsible.
Kimani's father says he saw his daughter late Sunday night after she called him afraid to be home alone.
I came over here because she said that if it seemed like somebody was trying to break into the house. So I sat for an hour, me and my cousin, we sat over here and we left around like 12:30ish.
The girl went missing from Elm and Bronson. Toledo police are investigating.
They came inside, they looked around. The officer requested to see her room, how it was set up and all of that. And she went through some of her things, but they didn't take anything.
And Toledo police say that if you know the whereabouts of this young little girl, to call Crime Stoppers. Sasha, back to you.
Now, this was the original situation that we're watching, right? And the fact that the father is on the doggone news talking about, oh, I came by and she was scared, but I stayed and then I left. I'm sitting here saying, what in the entire F is going on here? And he's saying that with a straight face. Also, this Elm Street don't sit right with me. You do know they tell us the truth in the movies. Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, taking kids. It's a whole lot of connections that I'm drawing that I don't like. Now, some people might say, why is she home alone? She's a latchkey kid. Ironically, I don't know how old some of us are, but a lot of us were latchkey kids. I'm talking about, yes, elementary school. You came home, you locked the door, and you didn't open the door until your mama got there. It just was what it was. Yeah, they say she's 13 years old, but in elementary. So I'm assuming that, yeah, it had to be like one of those elementaries that have up to eighth grade or something like that, or 7th grade. So, you know, I don't want us judging the whole latchkey thing. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't leave my child home alone. That's just me. But it is a culture and was a culture in the Black community. I know my sister was in 6th grade and she used to keep us till my mama got off of work. Whenever she was working, she would come home. We would all, me and my brothers, we would walk home from school together in elementary school. And my sister went to another school because she was in 6th grade, and she would make sure we all came home and locked the door, and we didn't open the door until my mama came home. It just was, you know what I mean? So yeah, George said times have changed, but for some people it haven't. Some people got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? If some people got to go to work, so I can't go to work. I'm not going to judge that latchkey part because it is what it is. She's 13. Honestly, a lot of laws in certain places allow children to stay home from 12, some 11. So I don't know what the law is in Toledo, Ohio, but I know in certain states, I want to say 12. I think Louisiana was like 12. Or 13 or something like that. You could stay home by yourself. So I don't think that's the biggest thing. I don't think that's the biggest issue here. I think the biggest issue is the fact that it was her father. I don't want us to lose sight of that, because even if you thought it was safe to leave her home with her so-called father, he's the perpetrator here. So the latchkey part isn't the worst part. You know what I mean? I think the latchkey part, it probably would have been better if she was home alone and, you know what I mean, and not having to deal with the daddy, because he was the perpetrator. This is another thing. It goes into who we're choosing to procreate with and live with and be with. Why are we not seeing the signs of these people? And don't get me wrong, some people are very cunning. Some people are able to, slip one under the rug. But my thing is, why is it her father the one that we are looking at as a suspect? This is her dad, allegedly. Even if he's not her biological father. Why are we doing this? What is a latchkey kid? Oh, a latchkey kid is basically a child who's independent of the parent for a certain amount of time when the parent not home. They come home, they got keys to the house, they open the door, they lock the door, they don't answer the phone, they're able to cook for themselves when they get home, do their homework. A latchkey kid is an independent child. That's all it is. So, like when we was growing up, my sister when we used to come home, my mama wasn't there for like that year or two, she didn't work. My mama used to make sure she tell my sister, make sure they come in, take their uniforms off, sit down at the table, do their homework. I already got the food ready for y'all. It's already on the stove. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all eat, take a bath. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody go outside until I come home. That's a latchkey kid. It's just a kid who's independent. You know what I'm saying? But the latchkey kid part ain't the issue. Her daddy, even if it's not her biological father, he's the suspect here. So that means this is a situation on who's the father. And why is the father the one, you feel what I'm saying? So now, not only that, they turns out to find out that the daddy was really the perpetrator. Hold on. So it says, father missing 13-year-old being charged with alleged abducting his daughter. Police claim he was the last person with the girl and his details about her whereabouts were inconsistent. Hold on. Now I want to go to the beginning of this and we're going to get into what actually was going on. Okay. It says Columbus police shoot father accused of killing 13-year-old Kimani Latigue. Previously claimed he went to her home to comfort her after she feared for her home invasion. Hold on.
Of Columbus, details are becoming more clear just throughout the last half hour or so. Police say there that they shot a man believed to be the father of a Toledo teen, Kimani Latigue. Her body found in an abandoned home yesterday. Her father, Darnell Jones, wanted for her murder. Police haven't officially named the person that officers shot. I do want to reiterate that police have not officially named the person that officers shot, but this is what the head of the Fraternal Order of Police had to say just moments ago. I do want to warn you, the details might be disturbing to hear.
Was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to if you murder somebody. Our SWAT team will go out looking for you. This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard. This is a 14-year-old that was murdered, had her hands and her throat almost. This is an absolute
news out of Columbus.
Our town.
Very intense there. And I would also like to note that the Toledo Police Department has not confirmed the details that you just heard. We are asking questions, though. We're also told that the man police shot is in the hospital and his condition has been stabilized. I know that we're throwing a lot of details at you here. We are online as well. Make sure you're sticking with us both on air and online and on our news app for updates to this breaking story. We will continue to keep you posted.
Animal that came into our town.
Told to me that he was her biological father. However, her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not.
So this is the grandmother. The grandmother says the suspect is not her biological father, and the mama saying that he is. Let me tell y'all something too. It's a lot of women out here on mad they tell the truth or mad they tell a lie. I don't know. But if the mama on here saying her mama is saying he's not the biological father, but not a mama saying that he is giving, girl, you ain't crap of a mama. You're not a mother. What is going on here? Let's think about the gruesome details of the crime. Allegedly, throat severed. That means hands. Like, what are we doing here? Who are we choosing to live and procreate with? What is going on? He didn't pop her in the head or something like that. This man did some real next. You can't tell me you didn't see no signs that something is wrong with him. Look at the details of this crime here. So the grandma saying that he not the real daddy, but the mom around here saying he is. Girl, you never know.
So I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom. And I feel deceived. Like, you played for so long in my face like you was her dad. Like,
let's not let that part go over her head. I just asked you, what kind of mother is this? That lady just said he's been more present than the biological mom. I literally just asked what kind of mothering is going on and were you choosing this person? He's been more present than the biological mom. Don't let that part go over your head. Don't let that part go over your head.
Like you really had her best interests at heart. But where is she?
However, it's very important to note that we caught up with Kimani's mother earlier today, and she says that the grandmother is telling a completely different story from the truth. So we're going to continue digging into the details, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we can.
Told to me.
At this point, I don't believe the mama. I don't even know if the mama even cared about this child. Why is the father more present for this daughter, for this little girl, than you are? On one hand, you telling your mama that he ain't the real daddy. Now that this is going down, now you telling her he is. What is happening here? You got the level of crime committed, the heinous way that he unalived this young girl. And then you got, is he the daddy? Is he not the daddy? You also have, he's more present than the mama is. The daddy, the alleged daddy is the one who unalived her. Hold on, let's get the mama on here.
I seen her on the 15th. Her dad brought her down to my house, and apparently my mother gave him permission. And honestly, it was just me loving on my kid. You know, we played video games. We played, we talk mess. You know, that's what we do. We roast each other, all types of stuff. But it's all love. I seen her on the 15th. Her dad brought her down to my house, and apparently my mother gave him permission. And honestly, it was just me loving on my kid. You know, we played video games. We played, we talk mess. You know, that's what we do. We roast each other, all types of stuff. But it's all love. I think
she don't give a fuck.
Her on the 15th.
She don't give two F's about this little girl. Body language, actual language. Oh yeah, I saw on the 15th. She don't give a about that little girl. And she'd rather put this on her mama. She got 4 kids, chief this? This is crazy. We are amongst the culture. I'm telling you, the worst thing they could have done was attack the black woman. And let me tell you why. We are the glue and the nucleus to all things in our family, okay? When you start attacking us, everything falls down. Do you hear me? And this is what, the third baby mama we done seen? Got on here, lost a child, acting like it's nothing? This the third mama? The second or the third one? The third one, because the other lady who kids died in the car. At least she acted like she was crying. This is sick. The way that people are going to probably windmill and say, well, everybody grieve different. Shut your ugly ass up. This ain't got nothing to do with grieving. Her body language, the things that she's saying, let's hear it one more time, tells me she don't give a damn about this child. Look.
We played video games. We played, we talk mess. You know, that's what we do. We roast each other, all types of stuff. But it's all love. I seen her on the 15th. Her dad brought her down to my house, and apparently my mother gave him permission. And honestly, it was just me loving on my kid. You know?
You seen her on the 15th. Her dad brought her down to your house. Apparently, your mother gave him permission to do so. That tells me you don't even have no dealings with your child on a regular basis. The daddy brought her to you on the 15th. You must stay with your mama, and your mama gave him permission to do so. You don't have no dealings with this child. That's why the grandma say the daddy be with the baby more than she do. Y'all catching on to this? Right, Slim Thick, permission, right? Permission, yeah.
You know, we played video games. We played. We talk mess. You know, that's what we do. We roast each other, all types of stuff. But it's all love. I seen her on the 15th.
I'm judging. That bitch is trash. And I don't believe nothing that she's saying. I don't believe that she gives a damn about this child. I don't believe none of it. Rest in peace to this baby. The daddy did not die, so he will be facing trial. I hope that they give him the chair, firing squad, hang him at high noon at this point. And also, somebody need to look into this mammy, because why is her child staying with the daddy? Number one. Number two, why does he need to get permission from your mama to bring the child to come and see you? That tells me everything that I need to know. She ain't every bit of a mother. Rest in peace to Kimani. How do you say her name? Latigue, Kimani Latigue. I'm so sad that happened to you, baby. But you were failed by your parents, like a lot of our children are failed by their parents. Biological father or no, failed by their parents. You know what's crazy too? The fact that the daddy had to go through her mama to even orchestrate them even hanging out. It tells me everything I need to know. It tells me everything I need to know. They say grandma the legal guardian. This is sad. Rest in peace to the young baby. I'll keep my ears to the streets on it. I got to get more tea on it. I got to get people who from there to tell us what's really going on. Lord have mercy. Let's move on. That was deep. Let's get this Diddy and Lil Rod situation taken care of really quickly. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Have you all friend like the video? Like the video, please. I want to get into this Diddy and Lil Rod situation. Y'all remember Lil Rod is the guy who put the lawsuit out on Diddy, basically saying that Diddy had his fingers in his boot and all of that stuff, all types of stuff. Well, most of his claim was dismissed, okay, in the case. It says, judge dismisses 5 of 9 claims against Diddy made by Lil Rod. Essay claim is still on the table, okay? So it says, looks like Diddy scored a small win. According to TMZ, a judge dismissed 5 out of 9 claims made against him by Lil Rod, a music producer who has accused him of SA. It says the judge also told his lawyer, Tyrone A. Blackburn, that he needed to go to do better when submitting his legal filings. However, that doesn't mean it's the end of this case. It's still moving forward. The SA claim was not dropped. Lil Rod's lawyer says they are looking forward to discovery where they will be able to present evidence. And what are your thoughts? Okay. Now I want to see what was actually dropped. Hold on. I'm trying to see something. What if 5 of the if 5 of 9 of them were dropped, well, which ones was dropped? Let me see. I'm putting up this article right now. Sean Diddy Combs won a small portion of his uphill legal battle. On Monday, Judge J. Paul Oken of the United States District Court of Southern District of New York weighed in on Combs' defense team motion to dismiss Jones versus Combs in a 31-page opinion, granting the motion in part by denying the other portions related to SA and trafficking. The slimmed-down civil case will still move forward, but with the racketeering accusation struck from the case, along with the breach of contract claim and 3 clauses of action related to infliction of emotional distress. Okay, so those were the things dismissed. The racketeering accusation, that's moving, that's gone from the case. Breach of contract, meaning I guess the stuff with him doing the music and producing the stuff, and 3 causes of action related to infliction of emotional distress. It says Judge Oketon also dismissed a claim in the suit related to Trafficking Victims Protection Act. In the dismissal of the RICO element of the lawsuit, the judge decided that Jones' case fails fails to prove any injury to his business or property caused by RICO Enterprises overseen by Diddy, and therefore he can't sue under the claim that his complaints relate to any alleged illicit enterprise. Oh, the judge says Jones' non-payment claims also lack a cause connection that with any purported racketeering activity. Combs' alleged refusal to honor the contract with Jones is not itself a RICO predicate act. Even if the contract breach resulted with Jones' refusal to participate in Combs' alleged racketeering scheme, the judge wrote. In sum, whether or not Jones has adequately alleged the existence of a RICO enterprise, he has not tied the activities of the enterprise to defendant's breach of contract or any other business or property harm incurred by Jones. So basically what the judge is saying that, hey, even though you're saying that he did X, Y, and Z, it's not related to any RICO situation. The breach of contract element was dismissed because nothing related to a payment agreement was in writing. Ooh. What about verbal agreements? And a year has passed since any alleged agreement was made between Jones and Combs or his company. The claims of emotional distress were also found to be legally deficient. Judge Oken's decision was lopsided, however, and Combs, along with his chief of staff, Christian Corman, will still have to answer for claims of sex trafficking, additional claims against Combs related to sex or SA and premises liability will also proceed. The judge decided, but the trafficking claim against Combs Global was dismissed. Wow. Okay. So basically they're saying, hey, you saying you didn't get paid, you saying it was trafficking people, and that's cool, but we don't believe that, or we're not going to go forward with that, and it's not tied to any type of RICO situation. And then he's also saying that as far as your emotional distress, we're not able to go forward with that. And then also, what was the other one they said? It was the other one. Hold on. It was another one they said. So it's the RICO connected to the crimes. It's the emotional distress. And then it was the non-payment. That one don't go. What else? Oh, and it says he says that he will have to answer for the trafficking claims and the SA claims, but the judge decided, but the trafficking claim against Combs Global. So basically, the claim against the company, that's dismissed. The non-payment, the RICO connected to all this stuff. So it's kind of watering down the case, but he still will have to face the trafficking claims and the SA claims. I don't think so neither, Talise. I don't believe so neither. I don't think RICO should be civil. I don't. But I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. So, but there's that. I will say this. The Lil Rod situation, it was kind of sketchy in my opinion. A lot of the stories he told, it's not that I didn't believe him. It was just, to me, they were a bit sketchy. I'll say that. But long story short, he still have to deal with the SA claims and the trafficking claims. But of course, because those coincide with all the other claims from everybody else. So it makes sense. Yeah, Sharika, I ain't gonna lie. That's what it's given to me. And somebody else said that, and it was like, I don't think so. Me and my old man was talking about it. And he was like, I don't think so. I said, I don't know. Because it's just so messy. This whole case, everything around this whole case is super messy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. J.M. Edwards says, I thought RICO involved criminal enterprises. Me too. So how you get, but I guess when you think about it, and this maybe, because again, I don't know much about the law, but you know how you can get charged criminally for something and you could win or lose, but then somebody could turn back on the civil side. You know what I mean? And still sue you for it. Like, for instance, OJ. Put a one in the chat. Y'all remember when OJ had the trial with Nicole Simpson and he beat it? Put a one in the chat. I don't know if this is the same. This is the only thing I could think of, though. OJ went to trial for the Nicole Simpson case and he beat the case. But the family was able to come back civilly and still sue him, and they won. So unless that's what's happening, right now. But then again, I don't see how you can go civil before we even figure out the criminal part of it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because at least with the OJ situation, he was tried and proven not guilty. You feel what I'm saying? And then they came back and did it civilly. Diddy hadn't even gone through his criminal case yet. So how can they? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. That's the only thing I could think of, though, that you can do it, you know, consecutive like that. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, I saw George Foreman die. Rest in peace to George Foreman, bro. He had all them children named George. Y'all remember that? George Jr., George the Third, Georgie. Rest in peace to him. Now let's go get Daggery. Girl. Raven-Symoné, that's not the real Raven. My baby used to watch That's So Raven. She used to say, That's So Raven. I say, it's not That's So Raven. It's That's So Raven. And she said, no, it's not. It's That's So Raven. That's my daughter. That's how I used to know the song. Because my daughter, every time the music come on, this is my daughter with the music, with the TV on the highest it could go. You can gaze into the future. And I used to be like, between that and Hannah Montana, I want to knock the whole TV over. Do you hear me? The whole TV. That's So Raven and Hannah Montana. Tied all of them. You feel what I'm saying? Was so tired. And she would battle me down and argue me down to the ground that the lady not saying That's So Raven is That's So Raven. So I guess That's So Raven it is. You know what I'm saying? So I know all about Raven because my daughter loved That's So Raven, okay? She loved it, that girl. Her and Hannah Montana, she actually had a Hannah Montana themed birthday party, a skating rink party one time. Girl, Hannah Montana, everything, girl. The cake and everything. It was ridiculous. Anyways, so yeah, That's So Raven was on, and my daughter loves her. Well, she did. I don't know if she loves her now. But Raven came out and became a dagger. Get her on here. Now, it wasn't even the fact that she became a dagger. We love us a good dagger over here. You feel what I'm saying? My thing was the heifer started cutting off all her hair and with bald head. I said, not a bald head, That's So Raven. What? I never seen it. Raven had a cute little grain of hair, girl. Raven used to have the bob tees. You feel what I'm saying? Raven used to get that silk press, girl. Raven hair was the bomb. But now she a bald head, That's So Raven. And I don't too particularly like this Raven. But I told y'all, I don't even think this the real Raven. Y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think this the real Raven. I think this another one. I think this an AI or alien or you know how the Simpsons, they used to try on the human clothes. I don't know. I don't know what this is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, her hair was long and thick, huh, Carmen? Girl, I used to love her little silk presses, girl. So anyways, That's So Raven had came out after she married this clear woman. Now, mind you, Raven owns a fortune. Don't they always make him go get the clear people? Turned her into a whole dagger. Now, Orlando Brown said she was giving him some of that ashbashkalulash or whatever he said, and I believe him because they was over there on Disney, and you already know how Disney is with them churn. Okay. So, with that being said, I believe Orlando, when he was over there, he said she was over there, you know, letting them do stuff and things of that nature. I believe that. Okay. Now, Ray turned into Daggery, cut all her hair off, and now she on this thing with this clear woman who gonna take all her little coins when she passed and go on to glory. But she's on this podcast with this clear woman, talking about she don't even know feminine Ray. She only know Daggery. She says Raven-Symoné with the silk press is not real. This is what Raven said. I didn't say it. She said only Ray she know is bald head, That's So Raven Daggery. So we're gonna get into this. But I told y'all, something in the milk ain't clean about this new Ray. I told y'all. Let's get into it. And she was so beautiful. Listen, adorable on the Cosby Show. I just watched the clip on Facebook. She was the cutest. I remember when she was a little bitty girl, she used to dress like Queen Latifah. Put a 3 in the chat. Y'all remember when she used to have, remember Queen Latifah back in them days? UNITY. And she used to have the shoulder pads on her Hillary Clinton suits. I'm talking about Queen Latifah. Girl, they used to dress Raven like that, girl. She used to have the koofy hats on. But she used to be cute. I'm about to go find a picture now. Not about to do it. I'm about to go find a picture because y'all think I'm playing. She used to be dressed like a little young Queen Latifah. She was cute. Raven, hold on. Get Ray on here. Raven-Symoné. Oh, I think she was on Oprah. Let's get her on here. She was a little cutie patootie, wasn't she? Dressed like an old Queen Latifah. She done went cut all her hair and turned into a dagger. It was her, Bill Cosby, Rudy, and then Ray. Rudy was a cute little girl too. You know where I should probably look for it? On TikTok. TikTok be having it. Raven-Symoné, Bill Cosby, Oprah. Because I think that's where I saw it at. We go get it off of TikTok. She was a little cutie patootie though. Now she done turned into, because we need to see this. That I'm telling you, this ain't the real girl. This ain't the real girl. I don't care what nobody see. Here she go. Look at her. Hold her face up. Let them see her. Look at Ray. Look at old school Ray. Didn't I tell you she was built like a young UNITY? She used to wear to look cute. She was a cutie. Look. Fair use, Oprah. Ugly ass. Look. Look at Ray.
Did or what you said?
She done went from this to a bald head bat so Raven. And I don't like it. That ain't the same girl. This little girl right here was adorable. Even on Bat So Raven, she was adorable. Now this new Ray, I don't know who this is. I don't know what happened or what's going on. And it ain't that she a dagger. It's that she a bald head Bat So Raven. That's the part that got me. So with that being said, y'all not about to make me believe this the same Ray. That ain't the same Ray, okay? That is not the same Raven. Now let's get into what she over here saying with the clear woman. That I'm telling y'all got to stay away from. Let me stop saying that before he come on here and say I'm racist and all of that, girl. But I'm just saying.
I honestly cannot recognize myself in the feminine state that I used to be when I was younger.
Sometimes we sit down and we just look at Raven's old TikTok videos and we go, who is she?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
They're
right?
just so,
I can't do it.
It's so
Yeah.
weird.
It's very, and I already have dissociative disorder. So I'm already like, what? I don't even remember doing it, let alone believe that is me. But yeah, I changed a lot. Like happiest I've ever.
That's because it ain't her, bitch. That's why y'all gonna get on here. But video, you always talking about somebody's an AI or alien. She is an alien. I said what I said. You heard her? I don't remember. I don't even recognize her. I don't even remember her even doing these things because it wasn't her. Girl, y'all not about to let y'all play on my face today. Not today. Y'all can play with me every other day. Not today. She just told y'all. I don't even remember her. Who is that? I don't remember doing it because it's not her. I say what I said. Y'all not going to make me feel crazy today. Not today. Tomorrow. Y'all can make me feel crazy tomorrow, but not today. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. She don't remember because it wasn't her. Okay? Look, hold on. Y'all think I'm playing. Hold on. Hey, conspiracy theories, we've been undefeated. Watch, look.
Been having my hair shaved. Happiest I've ever been and most comfortable I've ever been.
That's beautiful.
And it's crazy because I thought I was happy before. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't know happiness until you actually have it. You think you are. And yeah, so I'm a little scared moving forward because I got jobs to do and I know that I have to be like a girl I'm really going to be scared.
You're a fantastic dramatic actress. You're going to be great.
Wow, dramatic
We're all here to
actress.
see
Not
you
true.
guys.
I honestly cannot recognize myself in the feminine state that I used to be when I was younger.
Sometimes we sit down and we just look at Raven's old TikTok videos and we go, who is she?
Yeah.
Holy bitch, what you mean, who is she? Bitch, you probably ain't never watched no Raven back in the days. What you mean, who is she? Bitch, this what I want to know from the clear wife. What do you mean we watch and be like, who is she? What is you trying to say? What is you trying to say? Sometimes we watch and then we go, who is she? Bitch, you don't know because you ain't ever rock with her no way. Girl, Raven, that ain't her. That ain't her. That ain't her. Y'all can say what y'all want. That is not the real Raven. This is a bald head Batso Raven.
Yeah,
They're just so,
I can't do it.
It's so
Yeah.
weird.
It's very, and I already have dissociative disorder, so I'm already like, what? I don't even remember doing it, let alone believe that is me.
I don't even remember doing it, let alone believe it was me. Now y'all gonna get on here. Oh, voodoo, you doing the most. You go far. That was that girl. That was that girl. Now she just told y'all her own mouth that wasn't her. She don't remember. But y'all can go ahead on and believe the lies because I don't believe them.
It's survival. Survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Now y'all go ahead on. She just told y'all I'm out. She just told you. She just told you. I don't even recognize, nor do I remember. But I'm the crazy one. All right, go ahead on. Long story short, bald head Batso Raven that done turned into a dagger has fear of acting like a feminine woman. She said because she don't know how to do it because that ain't her. You can gaze into the future and something life will be a free, whatever she be saying. You can travel from a distance, yeah. But it's not that easy. Oh no. I form a secret situation just to hear my miscreation. Ooh, whatever she used to be saying. All I know is after the rap, she go, Batso Raven is the future I can see. Batso Raven, synchronicity, yeah. Yup, that's me. My baby used to be in there. My baby used to be in there. I ain't gonna lie, from the other room, I used to be singing. I used to be mouthing it. Batso Raven. Doing my little homework. Batso Raven. My baby had me saying Batso Raven, girl. After she got the windmilling behind that line and told me it's not that so Raven, it's Batso Raven, I was in the room. Batso Raven. Look, girl, doing my homework in college. Batso Raven is the future I can see. Batso Raven. I mean, when somebody windmilling that hard, you can't do nothing but just concede, girl. That's what I was doing. But anyway, that's not the real Batso Raven. That's an old Batso Raven, okay? So with that being said, she said she don't remember the girl. She said that wasn't her. She don't know who that is. She don't even recognize the girl. So I believe her. That's an AI. And that mother right there is not real. Elon Musk tease. Y'all do know the aliens are walking amongst us. Yes, they are. They're walking amongst us. You just don't know it. And then when I say, oh, it ain't real, y'all over here dragging me down to the ground. But oh, don't worry about it. I hope the aliens come get you. Everybody saying I'm crazy. Everybody on here saying I'm crazy. Hey, make yourself known. Raise your hand. Hold your face up. Let them see you. Because when the aliens come here, my old man too, he another one be looking at me crazy, talking about, girl, go sit down, go sit down. He another one. Him and his brother I'm pointing the aliens to y'all. Hold your head up. Let me see your ID. Get my girl AT Max on here. Let me see your ID. Everybody on here who think I'm crazy. This how when the aliens come and they're gonna say who should we get? I'm a Maxine Waters, y'all ass. Sure Liz. Get TT Maxine up here. This gonna be me. Watch.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
Yup. My old man too is bringing them over there by him too. Him and his brother, they was over there saying I'm crazy. And I told them, oh yeah, see when they come, y'all going. I'm bringing them over there first. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, hold your head up. Let them see it. Let me see that ID. Let me see that ID. You. I didn't say you was crazy. Yes, you did. Hold your face up. Let them see it. Let me see that ID. Can you ask her for her ID? Because I didn't see it. Oh, I didn't share it. I need somebody. Can somebody volunteer to be my I didn't see it? I just need 2 or 3 people around me. But when I go to point out all the people who said I was crazy, I need 2 or 3 volunteers to be my I didn't share it. I didn't share it. Because I'm going to be Maxine. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be Maxine saying, hold your head up. Let me see that ID again. You do what? Yeah, I'm going to do that part. But I need about 3, maybe 4 people to say, I didn't share it. Because see, the aliens going to be looking like, what should we do? But y'all going to be the most important part. Y'all going to come in and say, I didn't share it. And see, when you say that, they're going to zap them. Boom, 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 boom. Soon as you hit that, I didn't share it. They go. We gonna have a secret meeting. All of the people on my side, we gonna have a secret meeting. It's gotta be top secret though. We can't let the other ones know because see, they over here playing crazy. We gonna have a secret meeting for all the people who believe who on my side. The conspiracy theorists, we gonna have our own meeting and we gonna discuss how we gonna do it. But we definitely gonna be put it back up here. This gonna be y'all. Oh, I can't wait. When the aliens come, I can't wait. This gonna be me and this gonna be y'all. Y'all gonna be the man and I'm gonna be Maxine and all my people. They gonna be behind me saying, I didn't trade. This gonna be how it go. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. And my old man too. I told him and his brother, them too. I'm sending them first. Check it out.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
Yep. You're going down. You're going. Now, I don't care if they take you to the other planet or whatever they got to do. You got to go because y'all don't believe. So it is what it is. You know, now she said that wasn't her. It wasn't her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Said what I said. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all get the likes up. Like the video, girl. What is going on? Y'all mad because we're going to get y'all in front of the aliens and say, hold your head up. Let them see it. Let them see it. Hold your face up. Look them in the eye. You mad. That's everybody who didn't watch. I mean, everybody who didn't like the video, them the ones that's going to be saying, oh, they don't want to like the video. We going to put y'all in front of the aliens too. Surely is. Going to put you in front of the aliens. Matter of fact, yep, we gonna get you on there in front of the aliens. Since y'all, all the people that be on here don't want to like the video, you're going in front of the aliens with your black ass.
Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, niggas the black, the nigga black, niggas the black, the nigga I'm black, niggas the black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to say, they want the black. Cause I'm black, biggie the black, the black, biggie black, the black. I can never be Shake if your leg, wiggle lift your leg, bounce lift your leg, hustle lift your leg, if your leg is your brown, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your, if your leg is your brown, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, man. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round, hey man, cause I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna be wiggling all the way on the alien ship. Let's move on, girl. Let's move on. Let me read some of these super chats, girl. 7, thank you for the super chat. Sometimes it may be the closest one to you. May she rest in peace. Be careful who you leave around your child, who you leave your child with, and trust little to no one. Absolutely. Thank you, 7. Thank you so much for the super chat. Miss Parker, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. It's a free way to support the channel. Y'all hit the like button. I'm going to send y'all to them damn aliens. Y'all think I'm playing. Watch. Thank you, Miss Parker. Talise, thank you for the super chat. Boo, did you see? They discovered they've been SBA loans. They've been giving SBA loans to kids under 11 years old. No. What? I need one. Who churn? It must be clear kids. Girl, it might be traffic kids for all I know. I never heard of that, but I'm going to have to look that up. Thank you for telling me that. And Belinda, thank you for being a member for 12 months. We need to start a list of the clone people. Love you, Vu. Yeah, listen, we do. We need a list. And we need a PowerPoint presentation. We need a PowerPoint presentation. Yes, we do. We need a PowerPoint presentation so we can pull them up and look at them one by one and show them to everybody in the chat. You're right, though. Thank you, Belinda. I appreciate you. Joce said, where's the mothership? I need deportation. Won't somebody please deport me?
Will somebody please deport me? Yeah, I need deported. Please deport me back home to my father who art in heaven. Yeah, I want to go. I want to be deported. Handcuff me and send me away to the Father. Cause there's so much going on this earth. It gets to me sometimes. Yeah. And in these times, I gotta remind myself of my beautiful qualities to help me keep on pressing. Such as, I am beautiful on the inside and out. I am unique. I am real and authentic. Yeah. I'm not like everybody else because I'm me. And that's alright. I am lovable. I am loving and I am loved. Yeah. I am healthy and I am wealthy. So until my father called me home, I guess I can't be deported, but I'm gonna be imported right here, right now, and enjoy my day, and I hope you do too. Peace.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Shout out to our titties. You know what I'm saying? All our titties. I said it. Now, we moving on to Boosie, girl. So now Boosie, y'all. Boosie, you remember he tried to do, we talked about it yesterday, he wanted to do, well, he does Boosie Bash every year. He's been doing it for, I think, like 12, 13 years. And inside of this year's Boosie Bash, he decided to do a scholarship fund for Caleb Wilson. Do I still have Caleb's photo? I think I do. I think I do. Yeah. This Caleb. So he wanted to do a scholarship for Caleb Wilson. That's the young man who was unalive due to pledging for some Q organization and being hazed to death. And long story short, Boosie decides that he wants to do a scholarship fund in the name of Caleb Wilson. Now, he got backlash, and the Attorney General of Baton Rouge basically came out and threatened him with legal actions if he don't take down the scholarship, saying that Boosie was promoting this, using Caleb Wilson's name to promote the Boosie Bash. She also alleged that Boosie never spoke to the parents. Okay, we talked about that yesterday. And I told you my thoughts were, I don't think that Boosie was being malicious. Number one, I don't believe that he need Caleb Wilson's name to promote the concert because Boosie Badazz goes off every year. But I also feel professionally and legally it was not done right. Now, Boosie had claimed that he was speaking or he spoke to the father. But according to the Attorney General, he never spoke to nobody. And that's why everybody is mad. Let me also say this. It's still fresh. It's still a new thing. They just buried their child. And honestly, Boosie does not represent the best of the best. And I wouldn't want no lawyer. I'm not lawyer, but I wouldn't want a celebrity right after I bury my child to put my child's name on something either. I'm just I'm thinking of it from the aspect of the parents. If God forbid something happened like that to me, and then I wake up one day and some celebrity got my child's name on it, whether it's being used for good or bad, I'm not here for that. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that. So I understand why the parents feel some type of way. Now, what I don't understand, or what I kind of do understand, is this Attorney General. Why is she so hell-bent on getting at Boosie? And why is Boosie so scared? Now, I told y'all Boosie beat a murder case out there with Marlo Mike and all that, where he was really supposed to go down for life and never come home. However, he beat it and moved to Atlanta, but yet he still comes back to Baton Rouge and do Boosie Badazz every year. I think they were like rubbing hands like Birdman when they found out that he did this, reached out to the family and was like, boom, this how we gonna get him on some BS. That's what I believe. That's what I believe, okay? But Boosie is still freaked out and wigged out, and I don't quite understand what is the big deal. I mean, legal action, what kind of legal action could they hit him with? But Boosie is still freaked out. So listen, Boosie says he's been on Twitter, going in on Twitter saying, can someone from that family call me, leave his number? No one is trying to get us on the line. It says, I've been trying to get y'all 20K since it was brought to my attention. The university, no one wants to put us in contact. This is a effing shame how they doing me. Attorney General Liz Murrow, you can call me too. It says the revenue, hold on. The revenue, what was I? You can call me too. The revenue I bring to the capital city is unmatched. The fun and excitement is unmatched. No violence in 6 years in a row at my events. Not even a fight in a city that murders every weekend. Instead of trying to bring me down and take from me, maybe y'all should allow me to be put in position to make a change in the city. I've heard that this Attorney General has a grudge against rappers. If that is the case, you need to sit down with me and talk. I'm not just a rapper. I'm a rapper. I'm a daddy, a filmmaker, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. This the reason I left this damn state. Y'all won't let me be great. Shake my head. It's all good. I will forever be great. Hashtag Mr. Louisiana. Before we get into this, let me go back here really quickly. Do not let this fall on your ears and fall on you that Boosie was allegedly commissioning a 13, 14-year-old kid to murder people. Don't forget that. I get it. We like Boosie. I don't care for him. Ever since I found out what he was doing with kids, I don't like him. But I get it. A lot of people love him. They like his music, woo-de-woo. But let's not forget what Boosie did. Boosie is playing victim. He playing possum right now. But at the end of the day, Boosie ain't no saint and his mouth ain't no prayer book, in my grandma words. Boosie's mouth ain't no prayer book. Now, do I think Boosie could have turned some things around? Possibly. But them people are not going to forget that you was the spoof that got away. They're never going to let you live. They're never going to let you breathe in that state. The moment you have anything going on, if they get an inch, they're going to run a marathon on you, Boosie Boo. So that's what they're doing. Do I think it's right? In context of this particular situation, no. But in the grand scheme of things, it is what it is. And you gained money. You got this scholarship. At first, you said that you talked to the parents. Now it's, get me in touch with the parents. I'm of confusion at this point. Now, let me tell you something. Southern is very, very, Messy. Because Southern on one hand is agreeing that they was okay with the scholarship, but they say only at the approval of the parents. Look what it says. In a lengthy X message, Boosie urged the family of deceased hazing victim Caleb Wilson to call him. The rapper says he just wants to give the family the money, which seems to be at the center of the controversy. In his recent live stream, Boosie expressed wanting to give the family money, but the things soured when he announced a scholarship in honor of Caleb. This is just the latest piece of drama, and now Caleb's family has not spoken out publicly. In another article I read, they were saying that Southern University was like, oh yeah, we know about it and we were okay with it only if the parents were okay with it. But Boosie was over there saying that he already talked to the daddy. I'm confused. Now, do I think Boosie need Caleb Wilson's name to promote the Boosie Bash? Absolutely not. He don't. If anybody know anything about Boosie Bash, it goes up every single year. He had people come out there too. I think one year he had Young Miami and JT. He don't need that. I don't think his intentions were ill originally. I don't think his intentions were ill in any of this. But I do think Boosie is very scared because he understands that Louisiana is a racist, clear state, not the city of New Orleans. Louisiana is a racist, clear state. The city of Baton Rouge is more racist than probably any other place in Louisiana, and they want his head off their shoulders. I'm telling you. Right, Jordan? White supremacy never forgets. Do you hear me? Don't ever let that part go over your head. It ain't even about the money. The family don't need the money, and the city don't care about the money. It's bigger than the money, Boosie Boo. They have found a way to get you, and they're trying to bury you. Period. Now he talking about moving Boosie Bash and all type of stuff because he tired of this. But let's get into this video. Hold on.
People fucking with me in Louisiana. That's why I moved from now on there, bro. It might be the last of Boosie Bash. That might be the last, bro. I'm thinking taking Boosie Bash on the road, bro. Look for some venues this morning. Spend me about $300,000 on the tour right quick. I'm gonna take this shit on the road, man. They ain't gonna let me be great, bro. Man, I did this shit out of love, bro. My business partner came to me. He said, man, you know that kid just died, man. You wanna do something for that kid, man? And his family. Kid just died at sudden. I'm like, of course I'll do something for him. We'll give him a 20, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a $10,000 scholarship and give him another 10 to his family when we get there. These people fucking with me in Louisiana. That's why I moved from now.
6th annual Boosie Bash.
Hold on.
Kicked off at Southern University. Boosie confirmed to WBRZ on Friday that he had plans to use the funds from Boosie Bash for a scholarship dedicated to Caleb Wilson. Wilson died in an alleged hazing incident back in February. According to Attorney General Liz Murrell, Wilson's family says they had no knowledge that their son's name and image was being used to promote the music festival.
Their understanding was that Boosie wanted to contribute and start a scholarship fund at the school and put some money towards starting a scholarship. That was the extent of the conversation that they had with him more than a week ago, and no one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
But on Friday, Boosie talked with WBRZ and confirmed he was working with both Wilson's family and the Human Jukebox.
So wait, did I hear this correctly? It sounded like he did have a conversation about a scholarship, but they're upset that he used the boy's name and image and likeness to promote the concert. Because it sounded like that's what she said. Maybe I heard that wrong.
6th annual Boosie.
This is the point.
I don't know, bro.
This is the point. Now he's talking about not having Boosie Bash in Baton Rouge no more. I seen a lot of people in the comments like, oh, well, he could do it for this kid. He could do it for that kid. You have to understand, Boosie is from Baton Rouge. I think that the point was to give back to something at home. You know what I mean? Let's start there first. Secondly, it sounds to me like the family in the AG is really upset that he used the name and image to promote the show, which I don't necessarily think that he did that. I think it looks like that, but I don't think that that's what it was. I don't think that he had ill intentions again. But Boosie, you ran off on the plug in Baton Rouge. Them people want your head, bro. They just do. They want your head, bro. Now, I don't know to the extent of what legal things that they want to do to Boosie, but whatever it is, it's got Boosie shook it. Do you hear me? I don't know if this violates his parole. I don't know how and why he's so freaked out trying to get in touch with this family to get them to drop this. That's what it is. Maybe this violates Boosie's parole. I don't know the extent of his parole, but whatever it is, he is scared shitless. Do you hear me? I don't know how this works, but Boosie, you ran off on the plug. Marlo Mike is still in prison right now from doing allegedly a whole bunch of murders for you. Bruh, them people want your head, bruh. And I'm telling you now, if Baton Rouge get a hold of Boosie, you will never see him again. Let me say that one more time. If Baton Rouge get a hold of Boosie, you will never see him again. Did you see what happened to the last security guards, aka murder? I'm just saying, there's a reason why right after he beat that case, Boosie went hightailed it up to Atlanta. There's a reason. I'm not mad that he goes back to Baton Rouge to do Boosie Badazz. He's been doing it for a long time. He really has. I don't think that's an issue. I think the problem with this is them people they're not playing with you. Yeah. It's big. I'm with you, Gladys. It's bigger than Boosie. The people want control over the situation. Absolutely. But we're not going to act like Boosie's innocent here. Boosie did run off on the plug. He did run off on the plug, and that's just that on that. But if you care, keep them in your prayers, but you will not clog up the prayer line. I'm telling you now. I have the direct line to the Most High, and he tells me I can run the prayer line, and you will not clog up the prayer line for jaundiced, yellow-eyed Boosie. Okay? We will not be doing that. Say your little 1, 2, yin, yin. Get in and get out. You will not be clogging up the prayer line for no goddamn Boosie. Okay? Telling you now. Now let's move on. Say your little 1, 2, get in and get out. That's it. In and out, in and out, in and out. That's it. Okay. Now let's go get Loren Larosa. That's her name. So the girl Loren from the Breakfast Club, y'all know she had the whole situation with Jess with the mess. And my news is real. She had a whole situation with Jess Hilarious, where Jess basically came online and crashed out and was like, yo, this girl, y'all said y'all was hiring her. She was just, well, no, let me back it up. Jess got her to replace her while she went out on maternity leave. Let's start first. Jess got a job at the Breakfast Club and on purpose found a high yellow nigga and got pregnant. Jess' words, not mine. I got pregnant on purpose. Girl, I don't know nowhere where you start a job like this and you go get pregnant and the people just gonna be like, oh, this is so great. They might say that in your face, but in real life behind your back, they're like, we got to get her up out of here. Okay? So Jess picks her replacement. She picks Loren Lorosa, who just happened to be a very extremely talented journalist who actually like go and do actual work. She chose her to replace her while she's out on maternity leave, and people started taking to Loren. Loren then takes over the Breakfast Club segments. Jess comes back, but now instead of them getting Loren up off of there so she can go produce like they say, she wasn't, you lying to me. You lying to me. Mimi said pregnancy don't stop her career. You lying to me. Don't let that Cardi B mess fool y'all. You lying to me. Pregnancy absolutely stops a career. Yes, it does. And let me tell you why. I'm not saying in all senses of the case, because it don't. And it shouldn't. Let's be clear. I don't think that it should. But depending on what you're doing, And what y'all got going on, pregnancy can absolutely stop a career. Yes, it can. Now, I don't think it's right, but it can. It absolutely can. Okay? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it should, but I definitely know that it can. Okay? So where was I going? So listen. So she picks this girl. Lorosa does sound Spanish. I don't know what she is. You know, Google be lying to y'all. Okay. All right. Moving on. So Loren Larosa just goes live one night, crashes out. Oh, they picked her to choose her over me, and they need to figure out which one of us they gonna take because now they got us both up here and whatever. So they have this big falling out on the Breakfast Club. Loren Larosa comes out looking like the victor because Jess looks like the angry black woman. Unfortunately, Jess had every right to feel the way that she felt. But my only critique to Jess was, it's all your fault. You chose your replacement. I told y'all last time, never train a person up to the knowledge that you have or beyond, and never choose a person to replace you that's better than you. Facts. You do it, you're going to end up like Jess the whole time. Fast forward. So now they've decided that they're going to keep both, but they hadn't quite figured out what they're going to do, how they're going to maneuver and navigate this whole thing between Loren and Jess. Well, Loren just announced that she has a new podcast. Now, the way I heard it, she's still going to be on the Breakfast Club. I'm not sure, but we're going to listen to it again. And Jess is over there looking like a little salty about it. Now, people are like, okay, Jess, this is a win for you. But I'm not sure that this is definitely a win for Jess. To me, you know what it's given to me? Now we're going to reward her even more. Now, mind you, this podcast is under Charlamagne. This is a podcast under Charlamagne and all this stuff. I don't know how this is going to be good for Jess, but let's get into it, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Hold on. Let me hit the volume real quick. All right.
Essence just broke a story that the latest with Loren Larosa is set to premiere on iHeartMedia and Charlamagne the God's Black Effects Podcast Network. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Charlamagne, thank you. So I have
iHeartMedia and Charlamagne's, that's a 360. She just signed a podcast 360. You were signed to a nigga that was signed to a nigga who said he was signed to that nigga. Girl, you under iHeartMedia and Charlamagne? Yes, podcasts have 360 deals too. I don't know if y'all know that.
I have a podcast that will be launching. Thanks, Jess. That'll be launching on March 31st. It is a daily entertainment news and trending podcast. I want to take a listen to the trailer so y'all can understand what I'm about to be giving.
Oh, y'all got a trailer already?
Period. Celebrity drama. Joce, they're giving us the vibe as if she's dating Portia's ex. Oh my God. Check. Music, movies, and viral moments. Gabrielle Union came out and said that she was doing 50-50 with Dwayne Wade. I have that audio just in case you didn't remember, so let's listen to that. Check. Exclusives. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I got that over here. The show with all the hot takes, zero filter. Welcome to the latest with Loren Larosa. I'm Loren.
This sound like Jess with the Mess, but on a podcast. Because wasn't Jess reporting like celebrity news media? And now they done gave her a whole platform to do it by herself. Am I tripping? Okay. I'm not tripping. Okay.
Larosa, and I'm going to be bringing you guys where pop culture meets personalities. And over here, baby, we are doing all the things. Give me my 10s because we're going to have a good time.
Come on. So it's a daily podcast.
Daily. Yep. Monday through Friday, you'll be getting bite-sized news, exclusives. And people are probably like, well, you do that at the Breakfast Club. So what's about to happen now? So this is
more details,
more extension. There will be stories that I'll talk about on the podcast that we might not talk about in the room.
Might not get to.
Yeah, you'll get to.
When she said there'll be details on the podcast that we might not get to in the room, that means she's going to have the Breakfast Club and the podcast. Did I hear that right? We're going to talk about more details than we talk about in the room on the pod. So she's going to leave the Breakfast Club, clock out. She's going to clock in at the Breakfast Club, clock out, and then go clock in at the podcast because she'll get paid little to nothing over there because she's in the 360. Then go clock in at the podcast and talk more over there. Huh? It's almost like she got rewarded from the beef. This is just my opinion. Jess shouldn't have crashed out and went on live. You never handle professional business on a live. Unless you, like I said, unless you plan on like, screw this, I'm done. You never do that. You never. I believe that too, Sade. Sade said they're trying to push Jess out. I believe that. You never crash out on your job on live unless you plan to never go back to work. So now it seems like they done gave her, they're going to keep her on the Breakfast Club and they giving her a podcast. It's like, nanny boo boo, Jess, you mad. That's what it's giving to me. Right, she stained herself. And mind you, Jess is gonna have the jacket that she's the angry black woman, like somebody just said in the chat, hard to work with. They literally took Jess' jacket off and gave it to Loren Larosa on a whole nother podcast. Wow. They took Jess' whole persona and put it on Loren and gave her a podcast to do so. Crazy work. Let me let it finish.
Know me a little bit better, and every now and then I'll bring on a friend or two bonus episodes. Like it's going to be a good vibe. So
what wig you wearing?
Well,
I did ask that question.
No, he did.
For the cover.
He asked for the cover. He said, "What wig?" Yeah.
What wig was it?
I don't know. I ain't seen it.
The bob is in my my show art. You know, the bob is not a wig. But Mahogany Brown, who I'm wearing right now, she'll make some appearances. And then we have some other girls that'll be joining us because we launch on the 31st. March 31st is the first episode drop.
Okay.
Everywhere you listen to podcasts, and on YouTube, Loren Larosa TV, you'll see some visuals. So we'll be switching it out for the girls. Okay.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I was trying to catch Jess. Did you see Jess? Let me go find it on Twitter. Did you see Jess? Did you see Jess' face in the way she's like, congratulations. No way. Absolutely no way. I'm about to go try to see it. Hold on. Let me put in podcast. This is low-key a slap in the face to Jess. I ain't gonna lie. Here you go. Hold on. I want to see Jess' face. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to see something, y'all.
More details,
more ascension. There will be stories that we might not talk about in the room a little bit better. And every now and then I'll bring on a friend or two bonus episodes. Like it's going to be a good vibe. So
what wig you wearing?
I did ask that question.
No, he did.
For the cover.
He asked for the cover. He said,
cover.
"What wig?" Yeah.
What wig?
Does that look like the face of somebody who's genuinely happy? Look at Jess. See, I guess maybe I read into things so much. I don't know. But you got to understand. Somebody just said Jess told the truth. She did tell the truth. She did tell the truth. I forgot. I can't see who said that. Let me see. I think I'm almost up to your comment. Yeah. Mel G, you're right. She says just because Jess told her truth, they are definitely punishing her. I feel icky inside watching this. You're absolutely right, Mel G. This is what's happening right now. This is the craziest part about telling the truth. This is the worst. The truth, everything has a yin and everything has a yang. This is the bad part about telling the truth. They say the truth shall set you free, but sometimes the truth, people hate the truth. There's a reason why people hate the truth. And the fact that people hate the truth is what causes the reactions like this for Jess. Do I think Jess lied on them people or said something that was out of pocket? Not necessarily. I don't think Jess should have came on live and said that. Jess should not, especially while she's still actively working at the company, and then got up the next day and went to work. Then got up the next day. We got to talk about professionalism. We got to talk about work ethic. We got to talk about politics in work. We got to, I don't think that what she said was wrong. Honestly, I honestly think that her truth is mostly the truth. I do. But when you start talking about these people on these jobs, especially these corporate jobs, because this is a corporate job, you cannot, it's politics to it. That's why I'm getting out of it. It's politics. It's too political. You cannot go on live. Listen to me and listen to me good. You cannot go on live and blast your current employer. Hell, you can't do that at McDonald's. You can't. Is it wrong? Not necessarily. But ultimately, there's politics to this stuff. You cannot do that. You can't. It's when you working on it, it's almost like I have a house. I got certain rules in my house. Even if my rules might be jacked up and they might be wrong, when you inside of my house, if I say take off your shoes, take them motherfuckers off. I don't let people trot around my house in shoes. I don't. I got a whole thing right here for you to put socks on. I got a place for you to store your shoes. When you walk in my house, the shoes got to come off. That's my rules in my house. You might think it's crazy. You might think it's idiotic. But inside of my house, you will take your shoes off. That's a real rule in my house. Now, as it pertains to this situation, the house is the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club makes the rules. Whether it's right or wrong, you will not go on a live and blast me. Now, they probably can't just outright fire her due to contractual things because technically maybe she didn't violate the contract. But what they can do is make you pay for it. That's what is given to me. Oh, you want to be over here hitting people with garbage cans, huh? Cool. Now we about to really play in your face. Not only are we not going to get rid of her, we're going to give her a whole new podcast, independent of you. Now, to the masses, that looks like a great thing, but she in a 360 deal, girl. You signed a Charlotte McGay and iHeartMedia, girl. You could have just set up a cell phone at your crib and made 100% of the profit, but that's a whole nother story, a whole nother day. You know what I'm saying? But they're using Loren to really piss Jess off, and it's working flawlessly. It's working flawlessly. Jess could act like she all happy for that girl. Jess she's not even selling it right here. Jess really feeling some type of way. But again, when I saw Jess crash out, the first thing I said was, Jess must already have something else lined up and know she never coming back. Because see, me, if I already know I'm just waiting on my contract, I don't give a damn about none of this, I'll be like, oh my God, that's dope, girl, because I really wouldn't care, because I already know I got some other stuff lined up. I don't give a damn. But Jess is hella salty. Not saying that she shouldn't be. She probably have every right to be, because they did gaslight and a whole bunch of stuff. But baby, when you work on them people jobs, listen to me and listen to me good. I don't care where you work at, Family Dollar. I don't give a damn if you work at the corporate office for Family Dollar. When you work on them people job, there's politics, and somebody put in the chat, protocol that you will follow. And if you do not, they will make you follow it by any means necessary. You can't do that, bruh. You can't do that. Even if you're 100% right. I had to learn that the hard way working in corporate America. Even when you're 100% right and everybody around you know you're right, it never matters when it comes down to what the people want and what the people say. They don't care if it's true, your truth, my truth, his truth, her truth. They don't care about none of that. It's what I see. They literally took Jess with the mess and gave it to Loren and packaged it to something else. Period. This ain't the end of the world for Jess, though. Jess could literally take this as a learning lesson and number one, not go work on nobody else's job, because I know I wouldn't. I would never work on nobody else's job after this. This would teach me everything I need to know, honey. Loren went from a square. They put a little outfit on Loren, makeup on Loren, and she done turned into a whole goddamn celebrity podcaster. And because she just recently went viral, everybody about to pull up on her podcast. I believe she's still a square too out the box. I do. I believe she's still a square, but I don't think it matters about that. I think what matters is the look, the image. That's what this is all about. It's not what you know. It's about what you can show. You know what I'm saying? Crazy work. Let me say this. If I was in Jess' situation, first of all, I wouldn't have came live and told y'all nothing. Let's start there first. Now, would I had called my homegirl or my best friend and be like, bitch, let me tell you what's going on, but I got something for their ass. I'm about to whoop-de-whoop. Yes, absolutely. But I would have never came live. However, even if I would have got drunk on that tequila or something like that and woke up and said, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go live. Before I do that, all the ducks will be quacking in a row. Do you hear me? I'm talking about, I already know I never, ever, ever plan to come back here, and I'm never going to come back here, and I don't have to knock on wood because I ain't coming back. Okay? Let's start that first. Secondly, I got so much other stuff lined up that when I lose this, it is what it is. I ain't going to miss no chip nor chap. I'm straight. Middle finger, it is what it is. Unless I got everything lined up like that, I ain't rolling like that. But if I was Jess, this is a learning lesson. Jess, you don't need to work for the people at the corporate office. You are a brand. Jess hilarious. And I don't even like Jess, but I got to give her the tea. Jess hilarious. You are a brand. You do not need the Breakfast Club. You do not need Wild 'N Out. You yourself are a walking freaking company. You are a walking brand. Stop going put in applications at the job when you are the company. Okay? I don't want that part to go over her head and not nobody else's head who in here who have the same brand ability. Stop going to apply for these jobs at the company, putting in your application when you are the company. Capitalize and build your brand. Jess Hilarious is a brand. You can take that name and go into whatever it is you want to do. Music, well, not the music. Maybe blog about music, but fashion, beauty, motherhood. You can take that name and do whatever. Stop going to apply for them people jobs. Because honestly, they're not going to hire you no way. You have now been branded the angry black woman that's hard to work with. Your days are numbered, and yeah. In iHeartMedia, Breakfast Club, and all them people got relationships with all the other top people. And guess what them people gonna do? They're gonna say, hey. And guess what them people gonna say? Some people, they say they're not feeling Loren. Loren has already built a fan base. People who don't like Jess automatically like Loren. That's how this world is. That's how this social media world is. If people like people off the strength of not liking the other person. Did we not see that with Scam? Girl, go ahead on. Girl, go ahead on, girl. Go ahead on. But I guess congratulations to Loren. Loren with the latest. Jess with the mess. Oh, Lord, the Breakfast Club ain't worth a dime. Do you hear me? The Breakfast Club ain't worth a dime. Loren with the latest and Jess with the mess. Girl, you can't make this up. You literally can't make this up. I guess congratulations, Faye. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Lord have mercy. With that being said, y'all, we at the 2-hour mark, girl. We got to get up off here. Let me see, make sure I ain't miss nobody else super chat, girl. Esther, thank you for the super chat. You got to watch Baddies Auditions, Rolly Fight, My Girl Summer, and Biggie finally got a round off. It's a must watch. Everybody keeps saying that, and I saw Summer went viral for something. I will be watching it. I got to do Love and Hip Hop again today, but I want to watch it this evening. I will. Thank you, Esther. Thank you for reminding me, too. I'm definitely going to watch it. Abundance and Clarity, thank you for the super chat. Boo, Notice, Shaq, Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and other Qs haven't said anything about Caleb. Hit the like button for the dog. Yes, hit the like button. I did. I will say Ricky Smiley did say something, but he wasn't speaking in reference to the Qs. He was just like, as a father who lost a son, my condolences goes out to the father. And he said he reached out to him. But he didn't reference none of the D9 stuff, though. He never referenced it. But yeah, all the other ones were quiet as well. So you're right. With that being said, Sean said, Summer still summering. Girl, I gotta go watch it. With that being said, I gotta get up off of here. I love each and every one of y'all. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Don't hate watch, girl. Just come on back and subscribe to the channel, Fat. If you're returning, welcome back. I love y'all down to the ground. Love and Hip Hop will be coming later on. Yeah. I'll see y'all tomorrow, girl. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.